If you show yourself to be bold, the gods will follow you into battle. Your legacy will live for 1,000 years beyond your time. Our clan must prevail.
Welcome everybody to Expeditions Viking. I'm your host for the evening, the Birdman, known as Falcon, and I am super excited right now. This here is the follow-up to Expeditions Conquistador, which is a game that I loved, thoroughly enjoyed, and I've been keeping my eye on this next follow-up to that for a very long time, and earlier today I got an email letting me know that, hey, we have access to the Prologue and the very first campaign, in case you're interested in checking it out, and I said, yes, absolutely I am, send it over now, and I got it, I'm here showing it off. I haven't played it just yet, but here's what I do know just by reading the email I got. We have access to the Prologue and the first campaign, which is essentially like 3 quests, and a couple of side quests as well. The game is not complete by any means, however, keep that in mind. There's going to be a couple of issues with the UI on occasion. There's going to be issues with the crafting. It's not implemented just yet, no crafting weapons or items just yet. We have a few things to do at the campgrounds. You could actually do some stuff there, but it's not complete just yet. Just keep in mind, it's not a complete product by any means, but this is an early look as to what the game is shaping up to be here, and we do have access to a little bit of the start of the game here, so I'm super excited. Anything that happens, just keep in mind, it's still a game that's in progress, still being completed, but we have an early preview, and I am just so psyched to check it out. So without further ado, new game it shall be. So right off the bat, we get to create our own character here. Let's see. Let's get a little bit creative here. With the name, well, there's no creativity involved here because it's always Falcon 69. It doesn't really sound too Viking, does it? Fine. Falcon Deer 69. I gotta keep the 69 in there, okay? It just has to happen. But Falcon Deer sounds a bit more Viking-like, maybe. Anyway, my father's name, Jodgir? Sure, that sounds like my father's name. Why not? Alrighty, let's see. Skin color. Let's select here. Is this gonna actually... Oh, we can see it right here, as a matter of fact. And this is my... Oh, that's gonna be my portrait. I getcha. Okay, that seems like a relatively dashing individual right there. I wonder if we could actually recreate that over here, however. I say, well, I'm relatively fair-skinned. Not too light, but fair-skinned sounds right about my alley. More on the brown eye spectrum, and... Brown sounds good over here, too. Okay, so... Large, medium, thin. Oh, come on, I gotta be large. I'm a giant Viking, dude. Large it is. Stubbles. Shaven? No, you gotta... Scarred? I like the idea of a scarred Viking, so we'll do that one. Goatee? Could you have like a really crazy one? We have braided, okay. Braided could probably work. Bushy? Oh, we gotta go with bushy, right? Okay, we gotta go with bushy here. What else do we have here? Some hair would be nice, sure. Shaven undercut. I could be like a hipster Viking. Why not? And a tunic. A tunic. Fur-lined. Okay. Fancy. Leather. Simple. I like the idea of leather. Sounds to be the right one. Heavy sleeves. Bare. Light sleeves. No, heavy, man. Or bracers. Actually, I like the idea of bracers. We'll do that. And sandals. No, we gotta get some boots here, man. Wrappings. No sandals for me. I'm not over here taking a leisure walk out here. I'm killing people. Boot sounds about right. I'll go with the darker one. That's relatively alright. Okay, cool. And that's gonna be my guy next to this. Primary stats. We have strength, endurance, finesse, perception, and sense. All of these will have a different type of thing, like either in combat or also in dialogue checks as well. So, let's see, affects the mental resistance and stamina. Sense is fundamental to witches, scalds, and other support characters, and can often be used for persuasion and dialogue. Well, let's be honest here, I'm gonna be a giant brute, so I'm gonna go with a bunch of strength, and 2 points over here. A little bit of endurance for hit points for sure, and I might reduce, perhaps, I don't want to mess around with accuracy. So we'll go with more strength and more endurance. I'm telling you, I'm a giant powerhouse, why not? That's good. Okay, and over here, skill points. So let's award... We gotta use axes, right? We have to. So, upgrade axe 1. That gave us an ability for shield hook. Uses the axe to pull the opponent's shield away, adding the status effect exposed, cannot block, and then makes an attack at 50% damage. Okay, that's good. This also unlocks, which one? Cleave. Ignores the target's damage reduction, but only deals 25% damage and gives the status effect bleeding. Ooh. So that would be 2 more levels, right? That would be up to 12 points. Bring it out to 23. I like the idea of having that skill, why not? I'm probably going really heavy on axes here and just a brute, but hey, that's the name of the game for me. Offensive skills, Dual wielding. Oh, I like the idea of double axes for sure. Interrupt. This ability is unavailable in the demo. Okay, this is a problem. Stun. We gotta find stuff that's actually available in the demo here at the moment then. Okay, so Galder. Well, let's go with utility skills, passive skills. I guess we'll go with passive skills. Avenger. 10% damage on enemies that have downed any ally. Dodge. Halves enemy critical chance. I like the idea of that one, so we'll pick this one up here. Increases range damage reduction. They'll probably be sniping me a lot, so I'll go with that one as well. Fencer, Fortune Favored. Good Patient, Hardened, more hit points, always a plus. Keen Eye, requires Perception 6, which we don't have. Point Blank, Quick Feet, move around an enemy without incurring attacks. Oh, I like that. Strider, +1 movement in combat. Oh, we gotta get that. Movement's always very useful, especially for like these tanky, like killer dudes, so that's good. We have 2 points left over. I don't think I could do much with those, so I'll probably hold them on for a future upgrade once we level up or something. So that's good. Okay, we're done.
Your father was a great warrior and a good husband, but he was not a strong chieftain to his clan. As he travels to join his brothers in the halls of Valhalla, you must take his place. Our clan is beset by petty squabbles. Some amongst our people would contest your claim to leadership, as they saw discord our neighbors plot against us. Gather your most trusted clansmen. Together you will face dangers which none can predict. You will be challenged on your leadership, your resolve, your wisdom. Build a ship and take your housecarls across the sea. Power and strength for our clan must be sought outside the Norse lands. If you show yourself to be bold, the gods will follow you into battle. Your legacy will live for 1,000 years beyond your time. Our clan must prevail.
Now that there is a goddamn intro. Aid me, Odin, in my effort to bind the struggles of a bygone time as glimmering light on glass. That is a goddamn intro right there. I'm pumped for this now. Okay, here we go. It is the evening after your father's funeral. When you close your eyes, the image of his blazing ship shimmers in the dark behind your eyelids. It's not a common ritual this far south, but your mother, Astrid, who hails from the land of the Geats, insisted on it. All the things of the neighboring clans have come to attend your feast in his honor. Your father may not have been the most successful Thane, but as a warrior, he commanded the respect of many. The guests are filing into your longhouse. The Thanes enter first, each trailing a modest group of warriors. Your mother leans in to whisper a few words of advice before she takes her seat. You should greet each of the Thanes before the feast begins, but listen well to their words. Few of them would benefit from making this a smooth transition. It would be important to know where they stand. Alrighty, so, obviously now that my dad is gone, it's gonna be a little bit of a power struggle here. Take a seat next to your mother, and optional, talk to the Thanes. Am I saying that correctly? I don't think I probably am. If I'm saying that incorrectly, somebody correct me. I'll pick it up eventually, and in a future episode I'll probably have it correct. But for now, I'm saying Thanes. Thanes. Dagienes. Whatever. Thanes it is for now. 3 of them, optional, so let's see here. We have Skull Cleaver. We have Halfdenir Salmondarsen. I'm gonna butcher these names so bad. And we have Rindhild the White. Okay. Not really good with my Viking names. Let's over here talk to Skull Cleaver. Skull Cleaver. Skull Cleaver is the Thane of Gelling. He's giving me all the difficult words right off the bat, huh? Which borders your area. Gelling is a large territory, and Skull is one of the most powerful Thanes in Jutland. Gelling has prospered under his rule. Skull pushes himself away from the table with his foot, the chair making a grinding sound across the wooden floor. His face shows earnest sympathy. Falcon dear 69, my boy. So sorry about your father. If there's anything the people of Gelling can do to aid you in these trying times, don't hesitate to ask. That's very kind of you. Thank you, but it will be fine. Let's go with that's very kind of you. Of course, we must all stand together against the Frankish threat. Cool. Well, this guy seems alright so far. Tell me, what are your plans for this place? How will you lead your clan? That is my business goal. It's too soon for that kind of planning. I'll start by expanding our defenses. We need a new ship, first of all. We need the favor of the gods if we are to prosper, and I wish to be an attentive Thane. I'll start by building a Falcon. Well, we do have to build a boat, so let's go with that one. Of course, you wouldn't want to renege on your clan's duties to King Sigurdur. Just take care not to give in to the calling of the sea like your father did. I'm sure to know I fought with your father many years ago. We were very much of a similar inclination, he and I. The man had a real taste for battle, not like his brothers. Mark my words, Falcon 69. True bonds are forged in battle, not bound in blood. He came to me for advice before he mounted his last journey, on account of my ties to Kaupang. I should have warned him better about what he was getting himself into. What does Kaupang have to do with it? He knew what he was getting into, but he went anyway. He should have stayed here and minded his clan, or remained silent. Let's go with the first one. What does Kaupang have to do with it? Vikings out of Kaupang have been to the isles across the sea. I've heard many stories about it, since I often go there to trade. Your father wanted to hear if the stories were true. But I've taken so much of your time already. I know you have other guests to entertain. Perhaps we'll talk later after a bit more made. Damn right, just drunk out of our minds. Okay, cool. So we met that guy. We have Halfdanir, Salmundarson, whatever his name is. Let's just talk to this guy. Alrighty. Halfdanir is the Thane of a slightly larger clan that borders your lands to the east. He wears a solemn expression and nods heavily when you approach him. Jodgir is in Valhalla now, Falcondir 69. There is no doubt about it. He died doing what he loved. But while he feasts among the heroes, you're left back here to sort out the pieces. You've got your work cut out for you. You speak ill of my father at his own funeral feast, or what do you mean? Let's not be too confrontational just yet. What does he mean? Your father managed to make quite a few enemies in his time, most of them among his own clan. If you'll permit me to be honest, he never paid one speck of attention to the wishes or needs of his people. Surely you're not expecting your claim to leadership to go uncontested. Alrighty, now you're being a dick, Half-Dan. Half-Dan, that's your name. You're not even a full Dan, you're just half a Dan. I am the rightful Thane. If anyone thinks otherwise, we'll sort it out in a traditional way. I'll go with that one right there, motherfucker. Good. Worse problems than this have been solved at the tip of a spear or the edge of a blade. May the gods favor you if it comes to that. Okay. You're warned now, Half-Dan. You already kind of made the shit list. The feast has been updated? Okay, cool. Well, we're not done yet. I have one more optional thing to do here. Ragnhildur the White is the most influential of your guests. As the vassal of King Sigurdur, fucking names. She is the current ruler. Oh, it's a she. She is the current ruler of Denmark. She has come from the trade hub of Ribe to the south, where she presides as Jarl. Okay. She nods politely as you approach her seat. It was a beautiful ceremony, Falcondir 69. I extend my condolences for your loss on behalf of Rib and of the king. I must tell you, I advised him not to seek out the isles across the sea. We've all heard the stories of the unprotected coast and their treasures, but there is more danger than the rumor let on. I'm not surprised he claimed his life, but I am glad at least he died with a sword in his hand. Did you know Jodgir well? That's her father. Thank you for accepting the invitation. We are honored that you could make it. I was hoping for the king himself would attend. If you'll excuse me, I must do the rounds, enjoy the feast. Let's go with, number 2. Let's just keep it, kosher for now. Of course, your father's sword will be missed in our struggles against the Franks. Did you know my father well? I knew him as a warrior. We fought together on the Brave Lear, and he struck me as a shrewd tactician. When your king needs you, I hope that you will serve him as well as your father did. I will serve, you have my word. My father taught me everything he knew about combat. My warriors and I fight for whomever can offer the best reward. I see no reason I should fight for King Sigurdur. Okay. Well, let's, I'm not sure if I want the word. I don't want to give my word just yet. But let's go with number 2 for now. I would expect nothing less of the man, but remember that no amount of practice is a substitute for actual experience. Okay. Well, we've now talked to everybody, so that's cool. Let's take a seat next to our mother here, which is going to be down over here. Following the initial meet and greet, everyone toasts to your father and digs into the meal. Food covers every inch of the table, and the freshly brewed mead seems to flow endlessly. You're listening to Nefja's usual complaints about her mother when Ketil perks up and slips discreetly out of the longhouse. Outside, some piece of pottery crashes against the ground, and men begin to shout. Let it all out. These are the things. Okay, sorry. No Tears for Fears reference. In short order, the door flies open and the doorway is filled by Ottar Erlingsgren, sword in hand. Outside, you see his brother standing over the prone form of Ketil. Ottar looks around the room with disgust. What a splendid feast for such a shit Dane. Uh-oh. Ottar's gaze stops on you. He raises his sword to point at you accusingly. Falcon dear 69, your family had its chance to earn our respect, and you wasted it. Come outside and defend your honor, or we will burn this hall to the ground. Nefja jumps to her feet, already holding her knife. Her voice seethes with disgust. Ottar, you miserable drunkard! How dare you attack your Dane's honor during his own feast? Your family will pay for this. Ottar has turned his back on you and is already walking back outside. All the other guests turn their gaze to you in anticipation. Your mother leans in to whisper in your ear. You have to handle this. If the other Danes think we're too weak to deal with such a blow against our family's honor. This will not stand. Nefja, are you with me? So are we bringing somebody along or just do like a one-on-one? Let's do a one-on-one, right? Maybe? Is it better to go together or alone? Let's go with the first one. I'm going to bring somebody with me. A shadow sets across Nefja's face. By the gods, he's going to make us kill him this time, isn't he? I'm going to bring her along just in case, man. Not sure if I'm going to get, like, ambushed or something out there. Retrieve your weapons from the rack by the door. Okay. And we have Nefja now following us as well. There she goes. Very cool. Let's pick up her weapons. Utility axe, old bow, and your shield. Take everything. Okay. So, let's, really quickly equip here first, right? Left primary down here. Utility axe in my right primary. Old bow. I guess we could put the old bow where? Where would that go? Item 1 maybe? Oh, just my second primary. Okay, good. Increases strength for 3 turns. I could get drunk in combat. Well, why not? We'll get drunk in combat and just axe this guy down. Very cool. Let me find out how long we've been recording here, guys. Yeah, it seems like we're almost out of time here. I would like to show at least one comment in this video, though. You know what? Let's actually just go forward here a bit longer than usual, I guess. Let's cancel out of here. I think we're ready. Let's go outside. Equipment reminder. Remember to equip your weapons before you leave the longhouse. Yeah, I actually did that already, so thank you. Should have probably saved before anything. Oh well. Most of the guests follow you outside and form a half circle behind you. You're dimly aware of the other things muttering among themselves. Nefja runs over to Ketil to help him back on his feet. A streak of blood runs from his hair down his cheek, but it looks like he can still fight. 4 against 1. This is what the sons of Erling Torlinson consider a fair fight? Ottar's brother Tos sneers. He sounds drunk. Shut your mouth, woman. He started it. Will you be alright, Ketil? You snakes, you will die for this. If you crave a fight so much, there are proper ways to handle this. Does your father know you're here, destroying his name? Let's ask if Ketil's gonna be fine. The hunter wipes mud out of his eye. It's nothing. Toast hits like a little girl. In fact, no, I'm certain Nefja could do far more damage when she was little. You sniveling little shit. Come over here and say that again. You snakes, he will die for this. This guy going to combat already, man. Ottar shifts his weight restlessly as he regards as the Thanes assembled behind you. You're outnumbered, Falcon dear 69, unless you want to crawl out to the other Thanes for help. Aslifir steps forward and draws his weapon. You've gone too far, Ottar. There is no honor in this. I must take Falcon dear 69's side here. For a moment, confusion mixes with fright in Ottar's eyes, but he quickly composes himself. Fine, we'll kill you all. Then I'll be Thane. Alrighty, here's our very first piece of combat. So, 46 to 50 expected damage. Should we just go after Ottar initially? Alrighty, I guess we'll go over here. So, let's march our way over here for now. And let's see, what do I have? Tactical move. We have shield hook. I don't think this guy's got a shield, though, so we're fine. And we have cleave. Ignores the target's damage reduction, but only deals 25% damage and gives the status effect bleeding. Right, that's what we picked up. Let's just go in for an attack for now, though. Okay, 44 damage. We could have gone up to 50 with that one. So not exactly the max damage, but it's something for now. And it's all we can do with our turn, right? So, let's see. What is this? Toggle non-lethal attacks. Characters will no longer land critical hits and will no longer kill enemies. Oh, there is a system where you can actually leave your opponents alive. I didn't even see this archer over here, by the way. And that could either be beneficial to you or bad sometimes. It just depends, I guess. Okay, so that's done. Let's go over here to Lady with the Spear. So that would put this guy just about almost down, I would say. But this dude over here worries me. He might come over here and get like a sneak attack on us. So if anything, let's swap over to Icefear. And I want to block this guy from getting too close to us. So I think at this point I want to do something like here. And what do you got? Oh, you have stun. Okay. Unable to act, cannot block. Base DR is 0%. We could do that. But let's just go for a regular attack for now. You will fall like all who face me. Alrighty, cool. Now, let's swap over to Kettle. Now, technically speaking, we could bring Oltar down already. I think we should probably focus on him, because then we have to worry about this archer up here as well, don't we? So, go ahead and just take this shot now. I think you have a 95% chance to hit, which is actually really impressive. Homeboy could run around over here and still get an attack off on us, so maybe... I think we'll be fine. He could probably trigger an attack of opportunity with Owlsphere anyway. He'll probably just find him anyway. So I think we just take a shot right here for now. That hit deserves to be... Oh, critical hit! Good job! Very good job, Kettle. And then we have Neptune over here to hopefully finish off the job. Now, she can attack from one away, correct? Because of the spear? Let's find out. Oh, damn right she can. Ha ha ha! Oltar's down! And I can still move now. Very cool. Let's, probably... You know what? Let's block this guy's path just in case. Keep my archer safe. And that's all of our turns, alrighty. Alright, went after Neptune. That's cool. At least we blocked the path to the archer, which is cool. Now, this is the archer getting to position over there. What are you doing? 34 damage, eh? And you got the heals, of course you do. That's okay, let's see brought Odar down. This guy here doesn't really worry me too much. Now, we could probably chase this guy down, and I probably will. So, I'm gonna go after the archer, if you guys don't mind. Just smack him in the head over here. Yeah! Okay. Very cool. Now, I think we probably go after the archer if we... Or not the archer, but the healer. I don't want him healing any more people. Now, am I gonna trigger an attack of opportunity here, is what I wonder, because I can move behind and then take a hit. Yeah, I triggered it. I figured as much. That's okay. I just want to make sure that we could then move our boy over here to follow it up. Oh, 2 attacks. That's a little bit worse now. Okay. Should have expected that. All things considering, I should have really expected that. Okay, so that's there. Now, Archer Man. Line of sight is indeed blocked, so let's not do that. You, I want you maybe down through here, okay. And perhaps... Good. Should have probably used a skill or something. Maybe a stun would have been pretty useful here on this one. And then we have our archer up here now. Okay. And he's got quick shot, a full action, makes 2 range attacks at 50% less accuracy each. We also have signal arrow. All enemies within the areas of effect cannot use cover. And then we also have tactical move. Okay. Let's see if we could... Oh, damn, this guy's in the way. Of course he would be. We can take 2 shots over here. The problem is that they're both 50% chance only to hit. So maybe that's not the best thing. Now, what if I moved? What if I wanted to move instead? Like, come down here and then possibly take a shot? Do you think we could have a shot now? No, we're still being blocked by this scumbag over here. And we also lost our ability. Okay, well, let's just take the regular shot here for now. I'm not happy. I'm not too happy about this. I'm worried a little bit about Neftia here, but okay. That's going to be it for now. Let's end our turn. Luckily, the damage isn't really too bad from this guy, so I guess we'll be fine, really. Come on, Archer. What are you doing? Back to us, huh? Let's use an ability here. He doesn't have a shield. Let's use Cleave. Let's get this guy bleeding if we can. Alright, cool. And let's see here. This would be the... Oh, he's gonna survive just barely? Actually, no. He should go down. Yeah, 41 to 44, and then he's got 31 points left over. He should die. Get your ass down. Okay, and now we have... Asvir. Stun. We also have the ready action. How much HP? Yeah, let's just bring this guy down. I know that just hitting him once with this dude and then following it up with my archer should be enough for the kills. It's fine. There it is. Oh, we have to worry about that archer now. And he should be going down pretty soon. Not a big problem. End our turn. How's your bleeding, though, huh? 4 damage from bleeding. Okay, let's wrap it up. Alrighty. Now, we're going to wrap it up here, guys. We went a bit longer than I expected we would, but I wanted to at least show off one combat with this video. This is what the name of the game is all about with Expeditions Viking. Stick around for next episode. Leave a like as well. The support does mean a lot. I'll come back with another one, and we will cover this hopefully until the very end of the first campaign at the least, because I'm super excited about this. I hope you guys are as well. I will catch you next time.